First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll throw right away. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Prescott off play action. This to Jarwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7, Lions nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. One there, I say they go get it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable now for Allen. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. On play action, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Brought in by Walford, right side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Taken in, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 3. It's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
O'Donnell set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Michael Gallup.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Antonio Gibson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Lions 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Throwing deep for Galloway. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They go for it on third down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. First and 10, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Go, boy. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their program. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Cowboys.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
47-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Down, Cowboys.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
This to Jarwin. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the interception, here's Prescott, forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julian Okwara. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Lions 14.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That one caught by Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fall, but he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To Evans on the slant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Cowboys' 8.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going down downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On play action, they'll throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And that was thrown here, secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get 1 in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Well, Cuban.